Hello, so today we have a Panasonic PABX machine and we are going to be repairing the power supply unit. So if you have a Panasonic intercom PABX machine that the power supply is bad, you might want to stick around because I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot and repair the power supply of the Panasonic TD100, TD200 and TD600. Alright, so this is the Panasonic PABX machine and I've removed the screw here. We have two screws here, 1, 2, and then there is one other screw under here. So I've removed all of the screw. The next thing I want to do is to pry open this green tab so that to be able to pull out the power supply unit from the machine itself. So you see that green tab, what you want to do is to pry it forward to you so that it pulls the power supply unit out and then you can remove it easily this way. So what we want to do now is to take it to my workshop workbench and let's see what we have inside. All right, so inside of this power supply unit, there are several components inside that could possibly cause the power supply units to fail. So I'm going to remove all of these screws so that I can look at all those components one by one. And among the components could be a blown fuse, bad capacitor, transistor, or there's a bridge rectifier there that we're going to check out too. So whichever one it is, we're going to check it out and then fix the problem. So before then, I will have to remove all of this screw. Okay, so this is out. So we want to take a look at the component. The first thing we want to check is the fuse, and over here to trace the fuse easily, the location of the fuse, you see this particular power socket. That is where power goes into, and then this is the switch. Now this power supply is controlled by this switch here, as you know, and then from this switch here, the fuse is just located along that line. So I'm going to use my finger to trace it so that you see what I mean. So let's use my finger to trace straight line. You can see where the fuse is located. Just use your finger to trace a straight line. You'll be able to get the fuse. Now what I'm going to do now is to remove this fuse and then use my multimeter to test for continuity. So I'm going to get my multimeter and then switch it to continuity mode. So here is the fuse. So we want to test to make sure the fuse is still okay. So the fuse is actually the first line of protection. So before power goes into all of the components of the power supply unit, it has to go through the fuse first. So if the power fluctuates or the voltage is too high, the fuse is going to blow up so as to protect the that dangerous voltage from going into the other component. So I'm going to check with my multimeter and there is no continuity there. So what I'm going to do now is to get another fuse, the same fuse rating, and that is what I'm going to do. So I'll check the rating of this fuse and then I'm going to be replacing it with another one. So let's get another one. So let's see. Okay, so I'm going to replace this fuse with this one right here. They're the same rating, so we'll just go ahead and replace the fuse inside. Now for this particular case, it's just the fuse. So in other case, it might just be this particular capacitor here most of the time is always swollen when the particular capacitor goes bad, or any other part on it can also go bad. But I'm just lucky for this particular problem is just the fuse. So your own case might be a bit different. It might be something as bad capacitor and the rest. All right, so that is it. We've been able to fix this problem, and so let's close this up and power the device and see what we have. Right, so this is done, and ensure when connecting the power to it, ensure the power you connect to it has to be exactly the power rating on that particular power supply. So for mine is going to be 220 volts, so I will just take this back into the PABX machine. Alright, you can see that the PABX is back and is working. All of the indicators are on. You can see the power indicator here. This is on and working. Alright, so this shows that the repair actually worked, and that is because I was able to replace the bad component inside. And again, follow the power rating. That is very, very important. Some are rated 120 volt. If you use 220 volt for a power supply that is rated 120, of course is going to blow up the power supply. Then you need to repair it and ensure that there is no power fluctuation going into the PABX machine. Alright, so I guess that is it. The main indicator light is showing, so this shows that power is going into the PABX main board itself. So this is the indicator for the PABX CPU and main board here. So once this light turns on, it means that the power supply is not just on, but is successfully directed power to the PABX. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.